Good morning, students. I'm going to share you the screen for our experiment, which is basically to construct a square wave using fundamental frequency components and its harmonics. This was our first experiment, and I have implemented this experiment on National Instruments Multisim, and I hope many of you are familiar with this. So let us discuss this first, and then we will try to implement the square wave. This you can see that it has been found that any repeating non-sinusoidal waveforms can be equated to a combination of DC voltage when a sine wave or any cosine wave at various amplitude and frequencies. So if we have those in repeating or non-sinusoidal waveforms can be equated as a square wave. So this has been found through mathematics as well, that the square waves can be generated to the sum of a sine wave at that same frequency plus an infinite series of odd multiple frequency sine waves at diminishing amplitude. So let us let me show you how a square wave is generated by taking a mathematical equation. This is a 1 volt peak repeating square wave at 50 hertz frequency, and this you can see through a equation where I have taken multiples of signal. One is generated at 50 hertz, another is generating at 150 hertz, and so on. So considering the case of these equations, we try to implement in multisim. This we can generate through frequency generators, and by using a CRO, we can see that it on CRO as well. So let us see this part of a square wave is an infinite series of sine wave harmonics added together. It stands to reason that we should be able to prove this adding together several sine waves harmonics to produce a close approximation of a square wave. So any sinusoidal waveform, any repeating non-sinusoidal waveform can be constructed, and it can have a square wave. It can be a square wave. This we can use through a SPICE or by using a multisim or by function generators and CRO. This can by the help of these way we can generate the square wave. This is approximated circuit diagram where you can see that I have taken one signal which is of 1.27 volts with a maximum frequency of 50 hertz. And similarly, V3, V5, V7, V8 have been taken. And when we have taken it as a sum of all, this seems to be a square wave. The same thing we have implemented through multisim. I have installed multisim in my system, and I have tried to generate this square wave using a multisim where different frequency components have been taken with different amplitudes. See, this is what the same circuit that we have seen in the last slide, and these circuits have been taken. These components have been taken, and then these components have been added to op-amp, which is 741 IC 741 op-amp I have taken, which is working as a summer. And by implementing this summer, we have taken the sum of all the signals, which is basic, and the output is taken at the pin number 6. The input has been checked through this CRO, and the circuit will be is basically working very finely. I will show you on the multisim as well. Let us just summarize the last few slides. The result of adding all the 5 add components together at proper amplitudes is a close approximation of a square wave. This is I have already said to you many times that when we have taken multiples of signals, and by adding those sine waves of different frequencies, we can generate a square wave. When a square wave AC voltage is applied to a circuit with reactive components like capacitors and inductors, then in that case, those components react as if they were being exposed to several sine wave voltages of different frequencies. The fact that the repeating non-sonor waves are equivalent to a different series of additive DC voltages, sine waves or cosine waves, and which is nothing but a consequence of how a wave works. Last but not the least, we can say that the mathematical process of reducing a sinusoidal wave into these constant frequencies is nothing but called a Fourier analysis. So I can say that in case of Fourier series or Fourier analysis, we have different multiples of signals, and by adding those signals, we can generate a sine wave. Now I'm just sharing another our screen of multisim. This I can show you here. Uh, the circuit is working fine. I can show you here. This is what the circuit. I hope you are easily that is easily visible to you. Uh, the circuit is the same circuit, which is basically here. Now I will just start processing. Now let us see the waveform for the input. There is a sinusoidal waveform which is applied at the input side. This is perfectly working. And with respect to this, if I check the output at pin number 6, now you can see directly that the square wave is generating. So the importance is when we have taken different signals, but it is repeating, then if we constitute those signals by taking the sum of all, we can generate a square wave. So this is our first experiment. I hope everyone knew about multisim. So you all can easily generate that multisim. I will share you the slide as well in the soon as well. I will okay, fine. We can generate this square waves by taking the multiples of different signals. Thank you.